we stay on time.
Yeah. Okay, well. It says that it's live according to Restream. Let's just make sure before we do anything. Let's make sure that everything is good.
I am double checking the stream.
I got Uprack. I got Dancing Bear. It worked today. Let me check. YouTube.
Dancing Bear's live.
Dancing Bear YouTube. Hold on. Okay, we're live. Okay, we're good.
We are live. Elk Rack is live. Let me get the stream up there. Yep, there it is. All right, everybody. Now that we know we're established, welcome to this week's episode of Late Night Craft Talk, the 4th of July special. Woohoo!
We are here to entertain you and make you hungry a bit.
Let us entertain you. Let us rock your world with the fireworks of Late Night Craft Talk.
Yeah, crazy.
Yep, and we're back, folks. We are live tonight. We had to lay around going ugh from the food coma from last week's show because we ate so much Mexican food live on the show.
Yes, we ate so much food. It was crazy.
Oh, wonderful. We have folks, we actually had last week's show pre-recorded and it was pure awesomeness, but we got a little bit of unfinished business from last week. I was out of town, out of the state. But we're back live tonight.
Yay, we're here.
So what's your 4th of July special plans?
What's my 4th of July special plans?
Yeah, what's your plans for 4th of July this Sunday?
I think that I'm just going to be relaxing, like that I'm not working.
Really?
Yeah.
Understood. You gonna go out and watch fireworks at all?
No.
Okay.
Nah, I like to avoid crowds.
Me same way.
Yeah. So.
I'm kind of boring like that because I kind of avoid because animals don't take to it well, and they don't like. So they don't like the crowds too much. My mouse just ran out of batteries.
Uh-oh. You better get some batteries for that mouse pretty quick.
I'm getting a battery for the mouse or a mouse for the battery. Mm-hmm. I'm going to go grab a AA. Luckily, they're right next to my studio here.
See,
I don't have to leave the room, but let me go grab a trip. Let me go have a AA and throw that one away. All right, folks, if you're watching, let us know who you are, where you're from, while I go grab a AA battery.
Yes. I hope that everyone can join us and enjoy the show. We tape it live every week. Every week we tape it live and we do it just for you.
We are dedicated.
Let's see here. Let me go to our feed. Make sure I share it. Gotta share it. Let's see here.
All right. I got battery in the mouse.
Let's see. All right. Let's see. It's funny because, we have all of these different channels that we post on it. So sometimes we don't see everyone on the same feed chatting. A lot of people, we chat on the Facebook page, the Dancing Bear Facebook page video. So look and see where your video is posted. If you want to be chatting with us and make sure that we see it, if you visit on the Dancing Bear Facebook page, makes it easier. I see Carol Ann's here, Maya's here.
Or post or share on Elk Rack.
Excuse me. Jeez.
Okay, all right.
I'm really excited though.
4th of July plans. Let's take a look.
A lot of fun ready for you guys.
Absolutely.
I'm going to share this to my news feed. And this is going to be for my friends. Okay.
Taking a good look here at the comments, folks. Let's get talking. We got you watching. Let's hear some fun. Let us know your 4th of July plans. You're gonna go watch fireworks. You have a giant barbecue. Are you gonna roast a pig, or buffalo, or pig buffalo, or chicken wings, or buffalo wings?
Let's see of all the people to tag. Let's see.
Kind of building up right here. And if you noticed, we have a countdown timer. We've gone high
I
tech.
was tagging a whole bunch of people.
Gotcha. I'm doing the same thing.
Tag,
Folks,
tag,
share.
tag, tag, tag,
Sharing,
tag,
sharing,
tag.
sharing.
Okay.
You want a meeting?
All right. Yeah. So let's see here. I have my volume off. Okay. Yeah. So let's see here. Let's see which one is sound. That's the one. Okay.
Wow,
Is
4
James
minutes
back?
and 15 seconds.
Oh, you're back, James. I don't know if you were, I was talking and I couldn't hear you. I turned the volume off so that I didn't have any overlap.
I've been here.
Okay.
I've not gone anywhere.
You haven't?
Nope. It's not like I went to Utah and back. All right.
So what do you guys think of the countdown timer?
We're high tech. We bought a clock. And it's digital.
Yeah.
Wow, Svea. I feel pressure now. We used to look at the clock and go, oh, arbitrary, a little bit Indian time there, but now we have an actual clock.
I know. So now, we can, all of us can count down together at the same time.
Yeah. Now we have to be on time. The boss is making us go right like there, we have to do this about this time at this time.
I know,
I feel pressured. I'm gonna crack under the pressure.
Oh, you better watch out.
Better not cry.
You guys don't want to be around when James cracks under pressure.
Oh, it happens a lot.
I know. So now it's like less than 3 minutes. Carolyn says, nice addition having a clock. Yep.
Where's Caroline? Is she on the Facebook or is she on the?
She's on the Dancing Bear group. Maya and Carolyn are on the Dancing Bear group.
Okay, so I'm not seeing any commentary.
Yeah. So I know we have to watch all of our feeds. Because
I don't have the Dancing Bear group. What I do have is I have the Dancing Bear page and the Elk Rack Facebook page.
Yeah. So aren't you a member of Dancing Bear, the Dancing Bear group?
Well, you know what Bob Hope used to say about clubs?
What did he say about clubs?
He says, I wouldn't be a member of a club that would have me as a member. Besides, I tried doing it and you kicked me out.
Oh yeah, because you were trying to sell weird Quarantino items on my page.
I thought we had an understanding.
I don't know, James.
I was doing it because I felt sorry for Earl.
Yeah, I don't say. Okay, let's see. I can suggest the group to you.
No, don't do it now. Don't do it now. I'm under pressure. We got a minute and 47 seconds till we have to start the show.
Yeah, I know.
I'm feeling it. I'm cray.
Yeah, I know, right? I have
Absolutely.
This is actually kind of crazy. Let's see here. Let's see.
A minute 35 seconds.
I can't see the comments either. Then
I see Maya.
And I pressed the wrong button. Okay, so Maya, right now you are on the Dancing Bear Facebook page. And before you were on, yes, Carolyn, go to the Facebook page. Because then
that way I don't feel alone, because at least I know Maya loves us. It's all the comment I see. It's like, we do this whole show. Maya. Actually, we do.
I know. Well, see,
everybody else is just bystanders.
Yeah. So, I mean, just in general, you guys join from the Facebook page, from the Dancing Bear, or the Elk Rack page, because then both of us can see the comments and then we can reply. Because sometimes it's hard, because I have like 3 windows open and I have to click between the 3.
I got like a few views on the Elk Rack.
Yay!
Hurrah.
Yay! So yeah,
this got one screen out of battery, so I have to move from one of the laptops, and it's kind of picky how it shows comments.
It was so weird. Last week I did the same exact thing and it did not post it to Elk Rack. I'm like, what the heck?
I know, at least working this time. 15 seconds countdown.
Oh, it is? What?
Yep. Look, 22 seconds, 21. I told you, the boss has put up a clock. We're under pressure.
Okay.
Folks, get ready to count down with us.
Yes, I know.
Let's see if you can count down with us in the comments.
Yeah, I know. Okay, you ready?
10.
Almost.
9, 8,
10, wait.
7. Join in. 6. Don't hurry, Svea.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo!
It's time for Late Night Craft Talk with hosts Svea Yang and James Hermes. On tonight's show, it's our 4th of July weekend special. If you crossed a patriot with a curly-haired dog, what would you get? A Yankee Poodle. It's time to start the show.
Boop boop boo 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 boo. Hi, Svea. You changed the background.
I know. It's a patriotic one with fireworks.
With America.
Yes, for America.
Absolutely. All right, folks. Welcome to this week's episode of Late Night Craft Talk, our 4th of July weekend special.
Yes, it is that time of year, that time of day, and we are celebrating it. Woohoo!
Heck yeah, fireworks, barbecue, and tonight we're going to be cooking our favorite 4th of July foods.
Yes, this is very true, you guys. You guys get a chance to see us making some really cool food.
Oh, yeah.
And I gave a hint on, for those people that are my friends, I gave like a sneak peek on my Facebook page about what I'm doing tonight.
I did too.
Okay.
To my friends also, all 1.5 of them.
Yeah.
All right. We got some people joining in. Hello, Caroline Blackwood. Hello, Maya.
Hey. Hi, guys.
We love our backdrop. Awesome stuff. As we mentioned during the, do we want to do the show endorsements? Do we want to get last week's unfinished business done?
Let's get that unfinished business done so that we can actually start our normal show.
Agreed. So let me get it paired up here. Okay. Now, folks, last week we went around to all kinds of places trying out Mexican food. We even had Christy Nieto back on the show, trying out the food from Cali Burrito there in Nashville, Tennessee. But one thing we didn't have time to put on the show to add to it was me going to Utah and trying out a taco truck in the town of Green River, Utah, that is in east central Utah, way out, surrounded by nothing, rural Utah. And so I actually filmed it, but I did not have time to get it uploaded to the show to Svea because it was just we had to get over Moab with the group I was with, and I was going to upload it that night in the show. Yes.
James, can I address the big elephant in the room really quick?
There's an elephant?
So your hat is no longer green. It's actually green black now. Okay, never mind. Okay, continue.
That used to be black, but I wore it on the river for a week, and it's kind of started taking on a little bit of, it's got some dirt in it, red Utah dirt and whatnot.
Okay, all right, continue.
Okay, so I actually went out to Utah and tried this place. There's this taco truck out in the town of Green River, way out there, right off the 70, and it's at an abandoned Shell gas station. And the first time I saw it a few years ago, I was like, I got to try this. And you can, the health inspector may have a field day if he ever makes it out there, but the food is so good. And so we're going to play just a couple minutes long, showing off our last bit of Mexican food in Utah. We ready?
Yes.
All right, let me get it going. Let's get that queued up. And our last piece of unfinished business from last week from our multi-state Mexican food adventure.
Yes.
Hi, I'm James Hermes from Late Night Craft Talk, and I am in rural eastern Utah, right off the 70, the town of Green River. And right behind me is a taco truck at an abandoned gas station. Let's take a look and try their tacos. This is an abandoned Shell gas station, and there's been some improvements since the last time I've been here. They've added tires to the taco truck. Let's take a look and try some tacos. Tacos, tacos, tacos. Authentic music in rural Utah. Let's try a taco. We have an extensive menu of tacos, carne asada, nachos, burritos, all the givings of lovely, lovely, great food. Let's try their tacos. We want, let's see, out of all this good stuff, that right there. Tacos. So $2.25 each. 2 street tacos. 2 tacos and a medium horchata. Carne?
Asada?
Yeah.
Medium horchata, right?
Yes.
To
To go. When'd you get tires on the truck?
Huh?
When'd you get tires on the truck?
Tires?
Yeah, the tires. Last time I was here was on blocks.
Oh,
Okay.
740.
All right, got the tacos right here. Let's take a look, see what we got. Of course, the green sauce. Opening it up. Ha ha ha. So, let's see what we got here. Just a couple of simple street tacos. I'm actually not feeling real good right now, so I'm keeping it light, but gotta try this. So, let me dip the camera down. We have a couple of street tacos right there. Just carne asada, a little cilantro, whatnot, the lemon. Just nice and simple. Awesomeness. Let's give it a try. Let's see what it tastes like. I do squeeze a lemon. It's loaded with carne asada. Grade A. Awesomeness. This is worth the trip to rural eastern Utah. Late night craft talk. Awesomeness.
Oh, that was so good. All right,
Turn
today.
on my video. Hi.
And there we go. We did have a comment from Teresa Sam, says no Indian taco. Not out there. You're not going to find it. You know, Indian tacos are the supreme. That is the top of the food chain, obviously, but not a common thing. And I didn't have the stuff to make them out there. Otherwise, I actually have on the river, but it is a mess to take the stuff. But that is obviously king. But we just were after the, you know, the tacos from a Mexican restaurant. And that was our search. Okay. It was pretty good. I mean, it was good. I wasn't feeling well that day. I had an acid bad. We spent the night in Cedar City, but that cured me. It was good. All
okay,
right.
the tacos cured you? Wow.
The power of the taco.
Yes. So let's talk about what's been going on with our businesses this week.
All right. Let's how is Dancing Bear Indian Trader?
Well, we have been busy. We're a little short-handed, but we've been doing okay, and we've been
Like
sending
short-handed,
out.
no hand? No,
Yeah,
no
I know.
hand?
Yeah, we actually have been sending out a lot of orders. I mean, every day we send out our orders. Anytime we get an order in, if we have enough time, we try to send it out the same day. And been working on that. And we're going to be announcing our Christmas in July classes. I'm probably going to send the email out tomorrow, just because I was waiting to hear back from one of my instructors. And then also our event that we are involved with, the Bead Shop Hop, we opened pre-registration last Friday. So this I'm going to send the email out in our email list with the information.
Sorry. Hold on. James messed up.
What'd you do that for? What you talking about, James?
My severe apologies. I was getting ready to slide to put up, and I was like,
yeah,
whoopsie.
Yeah, No, I'm joking. So, Mochi, come here. Mochi, I was planning on having him on our camera in a little bit. Mochi, come here.
Well, all those fireworks going off behind you, Mochi's probably shaking out of the bed. That or off to the side, waving the little chihuahua paws going, America.
Oh, come here. Okay. So what happened was, we had the Beach Shop Hop registration. It's going to be in the fall. So that's a really fun event. If you guys have ever heard about it, you want to do it. It's a lot of fun. Okay. So the other thing that happened for me this week personally is that, I don't know if you guys know about my dog Mochi, which he's right here. I don't know if you guys can see him in my...
I see those innocent eyes.
Okay. Here's Mochi. I got him last year, and he was supposed to be a 7-pound dog, and he is now a 25-pound dog. So he's really, really a big boy. And we just started training him, working on a new trainer to deal with his little issues, his little mochiness that we need to work on. So he's a very good canine citizen. And so anyway, one of the things that is kind of a fun thing we're going to be doing is, okay, so I don't know if you guys can see Mochi. Okay, Mochi. Come on, calm down.
He's being a Mochi.
He's like, I just don't know. Okay, guys. So Mochi, even though he keeps disappearing, I'm hugging him so he doesn't disappear. So Mochi, we're going to do a DNA test on him. So I thought it might be kind of interesting to find out what everyone thinks that Mochi is.
You gonna find out who the father is?
I guess they actually do the program that the test that we did actually can tell us if they have records of any of his siblings or even his parents. So I'm kind of excited because in about 2 to 4 weeks, we're going to know what he is. So when we find out what he is, we will do a reveal on the show about what breed Mochi is.
Oh, breed. I thought about to say it's a dog. I was about to text you that going, that dog's a bear. Why do you need testing? It's not a giraffe. We've talked about this.
I know. So
Awesome.
Anyway, that's really exciting because I've been wanting to do a DNA test on him because he was supposed to be a Chihuahua. Obviously, he's not a Chihuahua. So that's an easy one to probably take off the list or leave it on there as maybe a little bit.
Yeah, we got a couple comments on here that says, "Hi Mochi, please watch out for fireworks watch fur babies." And
yes.
That's so cool. I'd love to do that for my pup, for Maya.
Yes. So right now, Chewy, my bigger shepherd mix, he actually is very terrified of fireworks. So we have a thing called a thunder vest on him, and it's actually kind of like a vest that you can tighten by like pulling it. So it's almost like he's getting hugged.
Gotcha.
And he was actually laying behind me for a while. He's not laying. I think he's in the bedroom now, but that's really been helping him. And I also put lavender on the thunder vest so that it can help him like feel more calm.
Gotcha. Our black lab, a little nervous with the fireworks going off. I mean, hear him outside right now from our neighbors. Yeah. But yeah, she gets a little nervous. One of our cats definitely doesn't like it. The other couple of cats could care. They're like, eh. They're not. They are unimpressed. So, but we still watch them. Stay back and for their safety and well-being. All right.
How has Elk Crack been, James?
We are back, baby. I got a picture to show you.
Oh, is it a picture that maybe we've seen before?
This is last night. Yes, briefly. This is Elk Crack Traders at the Palm Springs Village Fest. First time in 16 months. The start of the pandemic, the beginning of March of 2020. It held it back. It is back. They invited 70 of their premier vendors. We are one of the 70. We've actually been showing there since 2000, so a little bit of time. But I am genuinely excited. We are back. There was a lot. The mayor of Palm Springs was out there doing ribbon cutting. It's one of the premier street art markets in the Southern California, and the news were there, and we were on the news.
Yay.
They didn't interview me because we're busy doing sales. And the guy's like, "Can we interview?" Can I wait a minute? And then he went off and interviewed. But we're the local news report, local KSQ News. They just showed clips of the booth. We were on it 3 times.
That's nice.
Even the thumbnail on their YouTube channels got us sitting at the in the booth. So they premiered. They had brought in their premier artists and who made TV more famous. Me,
yeah,
live it up. I'm on TV. Of course, look, we are live on the internet. But we are back. We have a show schedule. We are back at a Village Fest every Thursday night. We are in front of Tommy Bahama's and Blondie's hair product, which is ironic because I'm blonde. Lots of jokes there. But we're there. We will be at Wrightwood next weekend, Wrightwood Mountain Deer Days. We will also be at Lakeside Rodeo the weekend of fourth weekend of August. I know, hi Melody, I know you're watching. We'll be at Lakeside Rodeo. We will be at Verona Powwow. Matter of fact, Elk Crack Traders and Dad's Berry Dude Trader will be at Verona Powwow Labor Day weekend, Saturday and Sunday of Labor Day weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Baby, we're back in business.
Yay!
That's awesome.
And I just want to make a quick shout out to Kelsey because Kelsey's watching us on YouTube.
Yep. And shout out to Wendy Hodge, who just said, "Yay, Village Fest." Awesome.
Yes.
Wendy, you got to text me. Let me know if you got hungry from last week's show and you went out for Mexican food. All right. Should I tell a little adventure story?
Sure. You know what? Tell us your adventure story so that I can go. I can turn my camera off and I can go like lay on the bed for a while.
I let you tell about Mochi and go, I want to get a DNA test. What is? I'm thinking, James thinking it's a dog.
I'm just joking.
If you can talk about Princess Leia and Mochi.
See
I
how
talk about my
upset
adventure
he
story.
gets, guys? I know how to like do this to him. Okay.
So
Tell
when
us
you-
about your adventure, James.
I don't know if I want to now. You've offended me. Besides, I told you a couple days ago, folks, I was kayaking the Green River through Labyrinth Canyon in eastern Utah, north of Canyonlands National Park. Way out there, I hosted several youth from the area that I live in. Give them a chance to go out there, and we had a little adventure out there. Because of the drought in the Southwest, the rivers are low, and I'm going to use the term cubic feet per second. The Colorado River should be running at 30,000 cubic feet per second. It is running at 4,000. The Green River is fed by Flaming Gorge Reservoir just inside Wyoming, 600 so miles upriver, and that is fed by, like I said, a reservoir, and had a base flow of 2,100 cubic feet per second, CFS. On our trip, and let me get a slideshow because this is an entertaining story.
Show us your slides.
So I told Svea about it when I got back. I actually got back Wednesday night, and Svea were meeting for the show a couple hours after I got back. She's like, dang. So let's share this. This is worth it.
It's a crazy story.
It is.
So
Let me get it lined up right quick.
Boy Scouted the heck out of this trip.
Oh, we definitely set a good name for Scouts BSA.
Yeah.
All right.
They Boy Scouted the heck out of this trip. This was
I didn't know there was a verb.
True.
I didn't know there was a metaphor until now.
No,
Okay.
I made it up.
Yeah, earlier. Okay, folks, this is Labyrinth Canyon. This is one view of it. Absolutely gorgeous area. It's incredible. I'll turn off my camera today. All right. I remembered. Okay. So this is Labyrinth Canyon.
By the way, sorry, that's really beautiful because the water is so still. It's reflecting the whole way around. That's so cool.
I love paddling into a double horizon. So you see the front of my kayak right there. The name of the kayak is Slaughter Apocalypse. And I'm going to go ahead and show off. Yes, I carry a little unicorn on the front named Mr. Sprinkles. Okay, back to the show here. So that is, and I see all kinds of hearts popping up now all of a sudden. We had low water at 2,100 CFS, and we learned very briefly, passing an old guy who was getting ready to launch a place called Ruby Ranch, that the river was going to double overnight. What they did was called a pulse flow to try to fill Lake Powell. That was downriver about 150 miles from us at that point. And so it was going to double overflow. I figured it's probably going to go up 4 feet. Now, we had lots of sandbars to camp on. We were bumping into sandbars. The water was so low and shallow in places that we got to a place called Bonot Bend. We go ahead and just, you can see a sandbar right there. This is while the water's still low. Those are the kids playing in the river. Notice where the kayaks are. Look how much shoreline there is. Now, overnight, the river went up 4 feet. And by the way, I have this picture for a reason. Those things on the river, a couple people passing us, those are called stand-up paddleboards. So this is how high the river went up overnight. We dragged the kayaks where they were 3 feet above the river. And by the morning, a lot of them, the stern was in the river, and it still went up another foot. And we tied them up high so we would not lose the boats. As it is, several other people lost boats. Now, this is the view from above. The river was quickly, those sandbars were quickly disappearing. That is from the top of the canyon of Bonot Bend. And when we were hiking up there, we hike up there at sunrise, we leave the group, and a buddy of mine named Ken goes, "Hey, is that a stand-up paddleboard floating down the middle of the river?" And I went, "That is." So he runs over, yells at another guy named Jason to jump in his kayak and go get the stand-up paddleboard, because obviously somebody lost it from the high water. This is Jason getting the stand-up paddleboard. So he went out there, got it. We actually kept the paddleboard at our camp. We had another raft group just that came in that actually lost beach at 3 in the morning and had to get on the rafts and start rowing down the river to get to a campsite below us. Remind you, this is not furnished campsites. This is all primitive camping. So they rode all night. They had kids. They slept on the rafts. They went ahead and did what's called a layover day just below us. So we were going to move on. And so we decided to go ahead and leave the paddleboard with them, hoping that the owner would possibly find another group going by and catch a ride with them, and they didn't really lose much of anything. Well, as it turns out, we got word from another group that was passing us that the owners of the paddleboard found it. And they're like, who going out in the river and got this thing? Now, this picture right here are two girls from Idaho, and the one on the left is has the missing paddleboard. They actually lost a third of their, some of their camping equipment. One paddleboard almost disappeared, the one on the right, that's held up by a little strip of land. That's why you always tie down your boat. And they lost both their paddles. The girl on the left's got a canoe paddle she borrowed from another group. And the girl on the right's got a kayak paddle she borrowed from us so they can make it down the rest of the umpteen miles to a place called Mineral Bottom, which is the takeout, which is the only dirt road that leads down there to the river at that point. So they were horribly thankful to us for helping them out. Matter of fact, some other groups loaned them some food, some extra food they had. Everybody was sharing. Other groups that were down there didn't know about the pulse flow, were sharing food, replacing that, giving others ride, because there's another group that lost a canoe and another lost a couple of inflatable kayaks. We tied up high. We lucked out big time. But we helped a couple other groups retrieve gear because we were pulling coolers out of the river that were going down. Mind you, this is a real isolated area, so we're not talking like something every few minutes, but we'd see something going by, we'd paddle out, go get it, and hold on to it, hoping to get it back to its owners. And just for perspective, this is the picture they took of us and our group on a sand island that we were camped on that was very high because the river still went up another foot the next day. So that is the adventure story a bit. There's some other stuff to share, but let me get this going right quick. And let's get our cameras back on, Svea. So we came out looking pretty good that week. There's more involved. I'm making a long story short, but we saved. You got ice cream.
But I need to go put. Okay, continue telling me your story.
I'm done.
You're done? Shoot, really? Okay.
Because now you have melting ice cream. It's going to drip on your shirt and get all your face. Just go like this. Just rub it all your face.
Oh, I got it on my shirt already.
You're doing this as a joke, and you're doing it to yourself. It's only going back on you.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
I've been munching dark chocolate M&Ms. So, a lot of people appreciate it. We're surprised that are new to rowing and the river folk that how much we help each other out down there, because you need it. You need to be neighborly and kind. And we did a lot of good down there that week from some people that lost a lot of stuff.
What though? That was really awesome. It was really awesome that you were able to do that for those people. That's what I was saying. Like, these guys Boy Scouted the heck out of this trip, because like Boy Scouts is all about like teaching kids to be prepared and helping out people.
Absolutely.
So really awesome.
It's just trying to be a person of good character and to do unto others. It's
Mm-hmm.
a big thing. You've got some ice cream.
I'll rub it in. Ice cream
Turn
facial.
your camera and seeing yourself. All right. On with the 4th of July weekend special.
Yes.
All right. So those are pretty pictures, and I actually got another kayak trip coming up sooner than later.
Yeah.
We talk about it. I've got a few. Matter of fact, I got a 1 month long trip coming up in a few months. We're sharing about that. All right. Folks, let us bring out tonight's show and get it started. Tonight we have 4th of July cooking special, part of our 4th of July show. We've also got some other stuff to bring on that's pretty entertaining. We ready for the cooking?
Yes.
Okay. Now, should I go first? Do you want to go first?
You can go first.
I'll go first. All right.
Okay.
First off, I'm going to be cooking carne asada.
Yay!
The greatest thing ever in the history of barbecue. Next to a full rack of ribs. All right. Yeah, I showed how to do ribs a couple months ago. All right, folks.
Yes.
We have tonight, I'm going to do this, not just showing you how to cook carne asada, how I do it, but how I do it in the backcountry. I actually filmed this just like a couple hours ago, but I'm going to be using this. This is, as soon as it passes, come on. There we go. Now, I'm going to be using what's called a flat pack grill. That's this little thing right here that this young man is cooking the carne asada on. That's what I use for backcountry trips to barbecue. And so I want to give an introduction, and now I'm going to show you how I cook carne asada with the flat pack grill. Ready? Drum beat. Let's go. Little buttons aren't working. All right, that button worked. And what just happened? PowerPoint just reset.
Oh no! Shoot.
Nope, we're good. Nope. Okay. Well, I'm going to stop sharing real fast. Apparently, the power of the carne asada is too much, and
Do you want me to show mine first?
huh?
Do you want me to show my thing first?
No, we're good. We're good. We're good. It just kind of did a. Come on, beastie. Okay. Now, just doing a little reset. Why do you want to ask me for a survey now, Microsoft?
What?
Microsoft just like popped up this thing, said, give us a survey on PowerPoint. Went, really? Of all timing.
Yeah, no.
All right, folks. Cooking carne asada on my little mini platform. You got a spot. No, you do. Oh, it's the ice cream. I thought it was a pimple. Okay.
Rocky
All right,
Road.
let's give this a try.
Hello there, late night craft talk fans. Welcome to our 4th of July special cooking. I am going to cook carne asada. I'm going to show you how I marinate it and how I grill it. I actually use a kind of a specialty item. This I like to cook with, especially out on long kayak trips or weekend kayak trips, whatever, where I want to barbecue. I have what's called a flat pack grill. It folds up just real small like this. Fold it down. Puts a little cover right there, right this. And I open it up, and it's real small, but you know, I've actually used this to cook carne asada for like 5 people out on river trips. Now it comes right there. I actually have put the charcoal in there. I can cook with 11 charcoal briquettes and about 1.5 pounds to almost 2 pounds of carne asada because I get so much control. What I actually have in here is I will use some metal grating that did not come with it. I had to customize it. Just some, actually not metal grating, but metal mesh, and I actually stick it in here to raise the level of the charcoal right there. So I raise it up a few inches just above the grill that fits right on top, just like that, and voila. Well, a little specialty item to help on cleanup, I actually carry around some medium to heavy duty grade aluminum foil that I will put inside the flat pack grill. Let me unfold it right quick, show you what I do, and then we'll get some briquettes started, and then we'll start marinating the carne asada while the briquettes get going. Let's do this. I actually fold it right inside. It saves on having to clean up the charcoal, especially when you're out camping, out in every place. We're out in a place where you have to practice leave no trace, but I'll line it up right just like that. Kind of let it overlap the edges. The charcoal sits nice and right inside of it. It's a little rough, but we can make it work. I kind of scrunch down the side so I get some airflow, like right here and right here. You can see where I have it. It's a little messy, but we got it. Where I have it lined up right there. The charcoal will fit nicely in there, and all I got to do is just take out the aluminum foil. A whole lot less mess to clean up. Now I'm going to put this in here. Let me get this straightened out a little bit more. Put the grill right there. On goes this. And even when I'm out camping, I take these that lift the grill, and I take a set of mini tongs. Now, let's get started on the carne asada. Okay, carne asada right here. I got a nice little slab of it right here. Now what I'm going to do to marinate it, I'm going to add some Worcestershire sauce right here. I'm going to pour in this little bowl, just enough. Just a little dab. Just enough to just kind of get the juices on it and let it soak a little bit. Doesn't take long. We've got right here some teriyaki sauce. I love teriyaki. Oh, yum yum. And with carne asada, it's called heaven. Add some teriyaki right there. Now to just kind of help spread it out and to kind of thin it out a little bit, we add just a little bit of lemon juice. Just a little bit here. Okay, a few drops right there. And just to give it a little zing, we have some lemon pepper. So we just put a little lemon pepper in here. Just a little bit. Long bit goes a short bit goes a long way. That's what I meant. Now we take this little slab right here of carne asada. Now, The thinner cut it is, the easier it's going to cook, and the better. And try to avoid some major brand supermarkets. They cut it too thick. There's too much fat on it. This is beautifully cut. Granted, I'm paying 13 bucks a pound for it, but I get a local meat market. We put it in. We let it marinate. I kind of turn around a bit. I'm going to bring this over to you, show you close. Oh yeah. Kind of rolling it in there. Now we're going to put a lid on this bowl, and we're going to let that marinate a little bit. Oh, chills up my spine. There seriously is. I love carne asada. Now let's go get some charcoal going while that marinates. Okay, here's the flat pack grill in action. Now, you see, I've only got 8 briquettes on there. That's all I need. I put some dryer lint. Actually, there's an accelerant. I put a little bit of denatured alcohol, and I put some dryer lint on the bottom just to get the coals to catch. And if you can see, some of them are turning white. Once they're turning white a little bit, that means they're starting to smolder and they're on fire and producing heat. Now we're going to give this about 15 minutes to build up the heat, and then we're going to cook that carne asada. What we have is probably about a 1/4 pound, maybe a 1/2 pound right there, and that will do it. And like I said, I've only needed like 11 briquettes on this, so I'll kind of overlap and put a couple more on there. And I've cooked almost 2 pounds of carne asada with that, enough to feed a few people very well, with some greatest of tacos. Now we're going to let that go, and then we'll be back in about 15 minutes, and we're going to cook up the carne asada on this lovely little flat pack grill. All right, the charcoal's starting to catch. Let's go ahead and take out that lovely carne asada. Now, it's been in here almost half an hour marinating. Oh, did you see that? I saw an angel take off and fly away. So let's go ahead and put out that lovely slab of meat. Oh, look at that. Now, because it is a small grill, we want to cut this up in small strips, like this. You can see there's very little fat on that one. Cut right there. Now, this means it'll fit on the grill. And if I take this out kayak camping, what I actually do is I will cut it up, marinate it, cut it up into thin strips. I'll let it marinate at least an hour, because it does not take long. And then I'll actually freeze it. That way I can just take it out of a soft side cooler out of the kayak, set up the grill, and start cooking with it ready to go. Mostly defrosted. I can usually, cool time of year, like during winter, I can get it the last 2 days before it needs to come out. Let's go ahead and cut these in a few strips. Now, cutting in strips is generally a good idea anyways, because then it comes out ready for tacos. Let's go get a little bit right here. You can hear my cat meowing in the background because she smells that lovely meat. And she's right down around my feet going, give me some meat. Well, no, kitty cat. This is for tacos. And cat taco, or taco cat. Y'all know what taco cat spells backwards? Taco cat. Amazingness. Okay, we've got that ready to go. Let's take it out the grill and fry it up. Okay, as you can see, the charcoal is already really caught up, and that is primed for cooking. It's a little slow going on this side, but this side's definitely going. So let's go ahead and get the grill on top. We got the little grill tongs right here. So let's go ahead and put that on top. Now that charcoal is maybe 2 inches from the grill. So we got lots of direct heat. It's probably more like, more like 1 3/4 inch, 1.5 inches. So let's go and get the carne asada on. I'm gonna have a seat here, and you're gonna see me do this on the ground. Okay. Now that's already ready to go. Let's get the carne asada on. I've got here my little mini tongs I use for this when I'm out kayak camping or out in the back country. Let's go ahead and put out the first strip. Let's put it on there. Now, this is cut very thinly, so it's not going to take long to cook. We're definitely putting on these strips on the side that's hottest. Now this is, like I said, only going to take a few minutes. Now, with this flat pack grill, you cannot cook the carne asada too thin, and you have to lay it out flat, because sometimes it may fall through the grill, which makes me cry. I don't know if the camera can catch it, but it's already starting to sizzle. And we've got a big enough area here with this carne asada, we can go ahead and let it all out. You get this part where the coals are not completely caught, at least get that going and speed up the process. And then from the hot end, we'll just flip them over and just assembly line them over. All right, you can start to probably hear that sizzling a little bit now. These have been on long enough. I'm going to flip that over. Yep, that's getting pretty done on that side. Should only need to flip it over a couple times. Look at that. Let's flip this one over. See if I give you good luck, Seth. See how much that's cooked right there. Remember, this is very thinly cut. It does not take long. All right, it's been a couple minutes. Let's go ahead and flip these over one again, just like that. It's kind of hot on the hands if you're not used to this and grilling, but price of admission for grilling and man card. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, that's looking real close to done. Let's go ahead and flip these over. That's looking good. Oh. Now, I do have to admit, I'm gonna have to fess up. I dropped a little piece in the coals. And I had to stop the camera because I cried like a little baby that lost his little binky. This was my binky, but I've recovered. We still have all this awesomeness to go. So this is done right there. This piece is almost, I mean, we've got like 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes, these will be done. This one I would say is good. All right, let's go ahead and I'll go ahead and take the rest of these off and let's go inside to see what they look like in the light. All right, let's move this out of the way and take a look at that goodness. Now, look at that carne asada. Already ready, begging for tortillas to make awesome tacos. Now, before we do that, I'm just gonna go ahead and just band the camera up right here. All right, but before we do that, let's take a look at that beautiful carne asada again and take a taste test. Ready? Here we go, folks. 1, 2, 3. I just had a whole caravan and a train full of angels run by, singing. A ray of heaven's light came down, parted through the clouds, went through the ceiling of my house, right here. You witnessed it. If you didn't see it, look again. Replay this video. Oh, it happened again. That, in Latin, means carne asada. And if I'm wrong, dumb not. Fact check me all you want. Carne asada. Most excellent.
Carne asada. Matter of fact, do you have your ice cream still? And you're muted. Look what you did.
That looks so good. Oh my god.
Guess what I'm eating?
You're eating Cheetos?
Carne asada. You can have your ice cream. I'm eating carne asada. So, let's go ahead and I think it's time to play your video of you cooking corn dogs.
Yeah. What? Corn dogs? What's
You did
that
corn
about?
dogs. You went to Costco and you bought some corn dogs and then you cooked them in your microwave.
I don't know. Okay, guys. So you ready to see my special thing that I'm showing you guys how to make?
It's total Americana food all the way.
You guys are going to be like, good.
Show us the corn dogs.
Okay. So my video is how to make sushi. I'm going to actually make 3 different types. And I'm going to add in a little bit of extra info because I didn't want to record too much at the time when I was recording the video. So, okay, guys, you ready? I'm going to turn my camera off so you guys can see full screen.
Is that Japanese for sushi?
What?
Is that Japanese for corn dogs?
No. Ah, you being silly.
Corn dog.
Okay, so you're going to want to wash the rice until the water gets clear. I use 3 cups of rice. See how it's milky? Wash the rice till it's clear. It's important to wash the rice so that you get like clear water. there. That's pretty clear. And you want to make sure you put the water according to how many cups you put in here. My rice cooker has a cup reader. I put 3, and it actually has a sushi reading. See how the line's on 3? Okay guys, so I have my rice cooker here. I am putting it inside, and I'm going to set I'm setting my rice to sushi. So it says sushi. Not all rice cookers have this, otherwise you could just use your regular rice cooking setting. I love the music it plays. That's why I included the music for you guys to hear. Okay, so now the rice is finished cooking. Oh, steamy, steamy. I'm gonna fluff the rice really quick. Just fluff it really quick. We still keep it hot. And close it. So you're gonna need a 1/4 cup of rice vinegar and 2 tablespoons of sugar and salt to taste. Okay, so I mixed the sugar, the salt, and the rice vinegar together. And here's the hot rice transferred into a pan. You want to have something that's like a large size pan where you can lay it flat. You're going to pour it on top of the entire mixture there. And then you're going to be using a fan to help the moisture go away from the rice. But you're going to mix this whole time so that the rice becomes sushi rice flavor. And the rice is hot out of the pan. So basically what happens is, I'm working on it, Mom. She says, toss it. So what is happening is the rice is cooling down, and it is getting that vinegar mixture on the whole area of the rice. I was using a huge fan. My mom was using a huge fan to blow the air on it. Looks like it's done. You can usually find this in the frozen section at the Japanese market. It's imitation crab sticks. So we are defrosting it so that we can make these into the sushi. So now I have everything prepared. I have the sushi rice transferred into an easier to manage container. I have avocado cut up. I have cucumber, Japanese cucumber cut up. And I have this is that imitation crab. What I did was like chopped it into little pieces, and then I mixed it with mayo. I like to use Japanese mayo because there's a little bit of a different flavor, but you can use regular mayo. You can use regular cucumbers, but Japanese cucumbers tend to be a little more crispy and tend to be less seeds, so that's more ideal for this situation. Okay, so here is our nori. This is for sushi. Okay, so what I do here is, see the shiny side? You want the shiny side down. You want the kind of rough side up. And what I do is I only fill the sushi with rice up to about halfway. So what I do is I take this guy here and I use the spatula to spread it. And you don't want it too thick, like you don't want it this thick. You want to kind of spread it so it's a little thin, because you don't want to be eating all rice. You want to kind of spread it so that it has the rice the whole way. Okay, I think it's about that much more. So you want to make this go to the ends here. And then I'm going to put a little bit more on this side so you have enough right here. Okay. There you go. Rice this way. Now, the next thing we're going to do is I cut this cucumber. So, ta-da, it's the right length. You want 1 piece of cucumber. You're going to want 1 piece, 2 pieces, or 2.5 pieces of avocado in here. And then we're going to take a little bit of this. Actually, I think it's easier to take it with your fingers. I'm going to put this in here, but you don't want to put like tons of it. Actually, I think I'll put this down first next time. But sushi is a very hands-on making thing. Okay. So there's everything that goes inside the roll. Okay. The next time I did it, I actually put the cucumber and then I put the crab next to it and then I put the avocado on top and it ended up working out better. All right, then you're going to take the mat, you're going to hold this and you're kind of twist it on itself. So it's down like that. And you're going to kind of squeeze it and you're going to roll it and squeeze it at the same time. So that basically you're going to have a tight roll. So right now, don't worry if that comes out. What you're going to do is you're going to put the seal down onto a plate. So basically, the moisture in the rice is going to soften the seaweed and it's going to seal that seal. So you go through and make a whole bunch this way. I think I made about eight rolls or 9 rolls. Okay, guys, now that this has been sitting, see how you can't see the seam? Pretty cool, right? Okay, so you're going to take bread knife. Serrated knife's the best. You're going to visually cut it in half. And if your knife seems like it's getting a little dry, you can dip it in water to kind of get it to cut. See how that looks really nice on the ends? There you go. And usually, we cut these into 8 pieces. Yes, that is Princess Leia barking in the background. Voila. Super yummy. Look how good that looks. Bite size. Yummy. So these are all of the ones that I made. I made a cucumber. I made the California roll, and the ends look good on the, sometimes you put them on the top. And I also made it with just avocado, which was super good. And that's a fancy little plate. How do I stop share? I'm trying to stop share. It's not letting me stop share. There we go. All right.
And we're back.
Yeah, so I have a whole bunch of sushi now. I made it today, so I'm like, oh, I got
I'm tempted to drive 3 hours to your house and crash and go. Sushi.
Yeah.
I love it.
So good.
Yeah. There's actually over in La Quinta, a couple miles down from me, is an Albert Stater Brothers. They completely remodeled it, and they brought in, they went high end with it, and they actually have like real trained sushi chefs there. And it is relatively well priced. And I'm like, every so often, like $10, let's go get some sushi.
Yeah. And so, and the other thing is when you make the sushi, you can put all kinds of things in it. Like people put Spam inside. They'll make a Spam one. Huh?
Corn dog?
It might be a little too big because sushi, like that kind of sushi is supposed to be like bite size.
Okay.
So
can you make a sushi the size of like a Farmer Boy's hamburger? This big?
Yes. Yes.
Now we're talking America.
You know, I actually have a picture of Dan, and he went to the sushi place, and they had a sushi that was like as big as like a softball in diameter, a huge sushi. And there's a picture of him like sitting proud. And the way that the picture looked, it was so funny. It looked funny because it looked like a forced perspective picture.
I gotta try that. I had no idea until I asked the kidding around that it's made that large. America.
They do exist large.
I have still got to try that. I got to look. Yeah. I'm just used to little, little ones like what you made. You normally see. So that's pretty outstanding.
Yeah, and then, like I said, in the when you're doing the sushi, I actually found it easier if I put the cucumber. Put the cucumber down, and then took the spatula and put some of the crab next to it. and then I put the avocado and then twisted on. It was easier, but I don't know why I didn't think of doing that first. But anyway, so the one I showed you guys, I was like, okay, here. But you know, in the sushi bars, like they like are hands on, like they're like touching everything and putting it in. So
They're wearing a mask.
of course they're wearing a mask, but like when they're doing the sushi, generally they're like touching everything. So I wouldn't be surprised if they actually kind of just grab a pile of the crab and just put it in and use a spatula to spread it.
Probably. We have a couple comments right now. We have Maya says, "Man, now I crave tacos and sushi." Sushi tacos. We also have a comment from Carol Ann. "You guys made me hungry." Well, Carol Ann, time to go to a 24-hour taco shop and get tacos. Matter of fact, there's a place in Palm Springs. The name of the shop is leaving me, but Fantabulous Mexican food. It's a little pricey, but Fantabulous Mexican food in the same Mexican restaurant. They also serve sushi. Two great things. I mean, it's a great sushi bar in a Mexican restaurant.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, Caroline, if you want to come over to the store tomorrow, I'll give you some sushi. She's like, I want to roll. Oh, James, if you want to come out, you can come out.
I'm actually getting ready for the market next weekend since I've been gone for 10 days. All right. Shall we move on?
Yeah, we can move on.
Okay. We can keep on talking sushi. It was getting me hungry too, and I gotta wait for this.
Yeah, we're already getting behind our schedule.
I know this. We still have some stuff. Okay. Let's go ahead and go through through the rest of the show to try to end on time. Next section we have, folks. Next part of tonight's 4th of July special, we have Americana movie reviews.
Yay.
Hoorah. All right. You first or me?
I'll go first.
All right. Let's have you go first, and then I'll give mine.
Okay.
I don't even know what movie you're doing.
I know, it's a surprise.
Surprise. Okay.
Okay, so let me go to my thing here. Okay, wait, wrong one. Here we go. Okay. All right, I'm going to share my screen.
Caroline, she's eating a tamale right now.
So my Americana movie. So I decided to pick a movie that I felt like it was a summer movie. It's like a movie that like reminds me of the summer, and a movie that reminds me of like being a kid and going around as the summer. Okay. So I chose, whoop, it's not letting me click the next one.
See mouse.
Goonies!
Awesome. Yes.
Okay. I picked Goonies because that movie is like totally like one of my favorite movies. And I think of the summer, and even though I think that it wasn't even in the summer, it was like, I don't even know. Because I mean, it was in Oregon and it's like overcast and stuff. But I just love this movie, and it just reminds me of the summer, and reminds me of high school, reminds me of being a kid, and then just the stories of just being chased by gangster or these, criminals, and just finding this total adventure. I loved it. And there are a lot of actors in this movie that, went places.
Yep.
Yes. So, okay. So, James.
Yes.
How about you?
Well, Goonies that's top tier. That is awesome. That's a great one. Folks, if you have not seen it, when this show's over, go watch Goonies.
I really recommend watching it because it is such a great film. I mean, it's one of those movies that I always think back and be like, I love that movie.
All right, let me do mine. I kind of went for the factor. Because you can kind of do a Tim Allen thing. I like westerns, and I was talking to a friend of mine. We were down the canyon, down Labyrinth Canyon, and we were kind of quoting some westerns, and kind of made me nostalgic for one movie in particular. I'm going to give some honorable mentions right quick: Open Range, Lonesome Dove, Silverado, Tombstone, which grew on me over time. But I'm picking one that's quite quotable that came out in the late '80s. I'm picking Young Guns 2. I love Young Guns 1. We'll just roll it together. But Young Guns 2, featuring such up-and-coming stars at the time in the late 80s as Emilio Estevez, Kiefer Sutherland, Lou Diamond Phillips, and Christian Slater. But also in this movie were up-and-coming and established stars such as Viggo Mortensen,
Wow.
Toby Coburn, Alan
Wow.
Ruck. You might recognize him from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. And one younger Bradley Whitford from, many movies, including the West Wing TV show, which I love.
Yeah, so I think of him and Billy Madison. That's what I think about
Was he
him.
in Billy Madison? Yes, he was.
Yeah, he was the bad guy.
Yes, he was. I'm remembering that. Okay. Now, also featured from Young Guns 2 is such classic soundtracks from John Bon Jovi as Blaze of Glory, Miracle, Blood Money. I love Blood Money. Billy Get Your Guns, Justice in the Barrel, Santa Fe, Bang a Drum, which I dearly love, and Dying Ain't Much of a Living. A lot of stage advice right there. And also featured in this movie are some of my favorite quotes. William H. Bonney, you are not a god. Why don't you pull the trigger and find out? Yoo-hoo, make you famous. What's scum? This is while they're riding into a town called White Oaks. This kid, 14 or 15-year-old boy goes, Billy, what's scum? And he says, well, Tom, that's bad types. Politicians, bankers, cattle kings, scum. And we have, and this is the actual line that Billy the Kid said, Judge Bristol, and there be hanged by the neck until he be dead, dead, dead. Now, what do you have? Now, do you have anything to say, young man? Yes, I do, Your Honor. You could go to hell, hell, hell. I love it. And Billy the Kid actually did say that. Young Guns 2 is, dramatized as it is. The part where he breaks out of jail after that, where he slips off his chains and shoots, not Sheriff Garrett, but Behan or something like that. Actually, in the middle of the street, actually did happen. And he actually did, and it's in the movie. He slipped out of his chains in an outhouse, ran up the stairs of the courthouse where he was being kept until he was supposed to be hung, and shot Bob Ollinger with a gun that was somehow smuggled to him. Went out, grabbed a double-barrel shotgun, and actually went over, broke some glass, and there was like what's called dime shot in there, and shot the sheriff that came over in Lincoln in the middle of the street. Somebody yelled, "Billy, boke out!" And the sheriff looks up and sees Billy breaking the window and aiming the shotgun at him, and he goes, "Yeah, and he just killed me too." And he shoots him, and he rides out of town. He says, "Goodbye, Bob." Also, he said that's the best $1.75 or best 75 cents I've ever spent. Paraphrasing, but just amazing, amazing, amazing thing. And they got that pretty close on that movie, but Young Guns 2.
Yay.
If you haven't seen it, when the show's over, watch Goonies,
Yes.
and then watch Young Guns, and then Young Guns 2.
Yes.
Yes.
I definitely think that's a good plan. Hey, do you want to go and let's go watch the movies right now?
You get some sleep. I got a show you ready for in a week. I got a lot of inventory to catch up on. All right. That about is the last of our 4th of July special.
Yes. We're actually trying to keep on schedule, guys, because we actually have been talking about a long time that we have to try to keep our show right at an hour. It's been our goal for a long time.
And most of the time, we almost make it within 15 or 20 minutes or half hour.
I know.
There's been a couple times we've actually ended like 10:50.
Yeah.
Not very often. All right.
So,
Shall we introduce next week's show?
yes, let's do it. Let's do
Okay,
it.
folks. Next week's show, a little bit theme, and Svea kind of talked about it a little bit earlier in the show, alluded to it. Next week we have Christmas in July. We're going to be checking up with Santa. We're going to be exploring Christmas in other countries. And update from Santa Elves. We're going to talk about Christmas traditions. And Svea and I are going to go Christmas caroling.
Yes, we're going to Christmas Carol. You guys are going to love it. It's going to be so great.
Oh, yeah. Svea and I have been working on. We were doing a meeting about the show and organizing what we're going to do over the weekend, what we're going to pull off for next Friday's show.
You know, it's really funny.
Give me
Wendy
some
Hodge,
more.
Wendy Hodge is like, what? Staying on time?
Yeah, we do a lot of Indian time on the show.
Yeah, and then Maya says, oh, okay, this show went by so quick, and she starts crying.
Oh, we probably, between meetings, the meetings we do and the prep, each show, we work at least 5, 6 hours a week on it.
Yeah.
Everything. We have 3 1-hour
Yeah,
meetings a
and
week on the show.
Plus, when we start to go to powwows and different shows, we are going to continue recording the videos. We will just air them live, and we have to keep them in an hour time frame. So we're trying to keep ourselves to trying to get ourselves to really stick to that plan so that we can actually still maintain our shows going forward, because we can't really do over an hour on the pre-recorded shows.
Yeah. So we try to keep it in there for our sanity. But we've been working on our shows. We will have either pre-recorded, especially when I have river trips, and the powwows start the end of August.
I know.
We have some great guests we're going to be bringing up and interviewing. We're going to be interviewing ahead of time and then airing it that week. And I am sincerely excited the lineup we have over the next few months.
Yeah, I think it's going to be really great. And, we're really excited about, getting powwows back.
Oh, yes.
Of course, we want everyone to, please continue to be safe out there. I really do suggest wearing masks, just because we're not out of the pandemic, guys, just so you know. So I do suggest wearing masks, be safe, and we'll be seeing you soon.
Absolutely, folks. Delta variant out there, be safe, wear the mask, get the vaccination. Be safe. We just, like I said, it's just all we can say is we love our viewers, and we want the best for everybody.
So Maya was asking if we would be able to do shows from a powwow. It's really difficult for us to do that because when we go to these powwows, we're constantly busy talking to customers, and we've tried actually to do a live when we were at the Saboba per cap. And it was just impossible. We tried actually during the winter. We're like, hey, we're going to do we're going to do a recording. We're going to record something with the Saboba per cap. And we never got a chance to because it was just too busy.
Yeah.
And so if we don't pre-record it, then there's not going to be a show. And that's not good because, I know that we'll just get so busy we won't be able to do it live. And then plus the signal may not be there to do a live broadcast from the powwow.
That is a legit thing. If you get too many people around, it takes to drown out or dilute the data, the bandwidth for a good data signal, which would be essential to do the show. Without it, we have no show. We have blank air. But Svea said, we need a lot of times we are the tip of the spear for our businesses. We are there for the customers that night. Svea, I would love to be able to do a live, but
it'd be so much fun.
It just takes too much out of our regular jobs, and it's not fair to our customers to come to the booths looking for us.
Yeah.
So that's why we do it. But we try to, where we are going to be interviewing some PAL people and some meetings for the PALs coming up. There's our plan. And do we ever get Will Wheaton booked?
I keep sending Will Wheaton emails, and he never gets back to me. I mean, he's really busy. I mean, I totally didn't expect to hear back from Will Wheaton because he's like, I love Will Wheaton. I grew up watching Will Wheaton, and he was like my favorite. I love watching Wesley Crusher on Star Trek Next Generation. And I just hope Will Wheaton eventually will answer some of those emails so he might come on our show.
Offer him some sushi or corn dog.
Yeah, maybe we should hashtag Will Wheaton.
Seriously, we should be doing that. All right. We're approaching the end of the show, everybody. I just want to say, Pepsi, we're still waiting for you to contact us. Or Starbucks. Okay. Cherry Pepsi. They have mango Pepsi now? All right. We good?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, folks. This has been another episode of Late Night Craft Talk. We love you.
Happy
4th of July weekend.
Happy 4th of July.
Hoorah.
Be safe. Have a great day. Bye.
All right, here we go.
Aw, ain't he cute?
Good night, folks.